taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
All right, you guys, we're back. Uncensored conversation in the hair.
Yes,
with my girl, my favorite. Hey, with my favorite guest, the one and only, my love, Lisa De Washington. What's up?
Hey, Victoria. I love hanging out with Victoria, no matter what. When she says, "Hey, we need to hang out," it's like absolutely. I'm excited about being in here with you, like I am every other time. It's just like two girlfriends talking.
Honey, it feels like it's been forever, Lisa.
It does.
But one thing that I can always say about being in your presence, our energy has always been that place. And it's like I can't even begin to tell you that I am so amazed at the things that you do.
Oh.
And you are a true AP out there. If y'all don't know what that is, she's one of my APs. She keeps me on point. We may not get to talk as often as we used to, but boy, when we do talk, that's when we know it's going while we need it. So to those of you that have been asking, where have Uncensored been? Let me just tell you, technical issues behind the scenes. That's all I'm going to put it that way. I'm not here to discredit any corporation or any of that. We're just going to say life happens, right? And so that's where we've been. But sometimes, Lisa, God will push you out into the atmosphere where you got to do something different anyway.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking at this as an opportunity to do something different. And so for those of you that are watching by either Facebook or YouTube or like LinkedIn or by Twitter, however you're looking at us tonight, welcome to another episode of Uncensored Conversation with Elevate and Not Tolerated. I'm your host, Victoria Holland, and my super guest again is the one and only love, Lisa De Washington. That's my girl right there. Yeah. So tonight, I wanted to bring Lisa back on the show because she's doing some phenomenal things. And I think there's a lot of people out there that need to hear and see these things that she is doing. And Lisa, you have always, one of the things I can always say about you is that you're one of those people who you recognize other people. You are a person that I feel like you don't meet a stranger, nor do you you see people from behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. I know for me, the first time that you and I had a first conversation, it was like you saw into my heart and saw what I really wanted. And you immediately started giving me feedback. You started being that person who said, look, this is this and this is this. I've never seen you be a person that didn't want to see somebody else succeed. And so when I'm hearing about this new event that you're doing, I am super excited because, and I'm about to look. You know, I had this accident this last week, so everything makes me cry. I'm so emotional. I turned 60 since I last saw you, so you crying and stuff. But you are one of those people that I want to give you your flowers while you're here too, because this event that you're getting ready to tell us about, I feel like you should be one of the recipients.
Oh my gosh, Victoria.
You need to be the recipient. I mean, really.
You are so awesome. Look, and I was getting ready to say when you were talking, I was thinking, thank you so much for seeing me. Because I know you get it. And that means a lot to me. So thank you for saying that. Really, thank you.
Girl. I mean, it's you are such a real person to me. You're not one of these fake celebrities. You're a real celebrity.
I'm no celebrity, but I love my people, and those who see me know my heart.
Yes.
And would see what you see, because that's what my goal is. And not to say that I'm perfect and I get off keel, but I do know how to self-check. And for those who really, are there for me, I hear you when you come for me and say, hey, Lisa. So those people can pull my coattail and say, hey, Lisa, or they recognize that it's a bad day or whatever. But genuinely speaking, people who know me, they know me. They know what I'm capable of. And like you said, they know my heart. So I appreciate you. You are definitely one of those people who sees me for who I literally am, whether everybody gets it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm learning in this race, Lisa, that I think I posted that the other day. There's some people that will never get us.
That's true. Very true.
And it's sad for it's sad for their loss, but for us, it's okay because we're not out here to impress anyone. We're just here to do what we do best.
That's right.
And when I hear your postings of this new event, and I'm going to let Lisa tell us all about it. But when I see the posting, when I see the intros and all of that, I'm like, man, this is what true hidden treasures is about. It's seeing these little secretive things just pop about these amazing people like you doing the great things that you do. So, Lisa, I want the people out there to hear about this event that you've got coming up.
Okay, so, and thank you for, giving me an opportunity to share. So some of you all may not know, but I have a magazine that I launched back in 2012 called Dove Style Magazine. And that was my first introduction into this entrepreneur world. And I've enjoyed every minute, and it hasn't been all wonderful and glorious. And I've learned a lot about business, about people. Yeah. I've learned an awful lot off the break. Okay. The first year, it was like some interesting things happening and the way people moved. And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? So I've learned a lot over these 10 years, but we are celebrating 10 years this year. So I decided, and I have been actually thinking about this for years. And, people, they have magazines usually do these award shows and they do all these glamorous things. And I'm not I'm not a glam glitz kind of girl. I like nice things. But I'm just a regular person. And one of the things that I battle with in life is that I always, love to help, do wonderful things for others and all this kind of, but a lot of times you get lost. People don't see you. And although people will say, I don't do it for that, because I don't either. But everyone wants to be appreciated. Everyone wants to be acknowledged for their hard work. It doesn't mean you have to, do cartwheels down the middle of the street for me, but everybody wants to be appreciated. That's just, it's nothing wrong with that. And it took me a while to understand that, because I felt like if I want people to appreciate me, now I'm doing it for the wrong reasons, or why am I expecting something? But I mean, I think when you do good things, you should. But my thought process is a little backwards. I always say I look at things from a different angle. So I felt like if there are other people out there that feel like me, and I'm seeing them, I see all the wonderful things they're doing. I'm showing support whenever I can, but I'm amazed at how many people don't do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you, how come you don't know about these people? Or how come y'all aren't feeling the same way I am about them? So it's kind of like that thought process where, you know, even if I'm not invited to someone else's table, why don't I just create a table for myself
Come on,
and
that's
then
it.
have the people that I want to pull up chairs? So I decided I wanted to recognize those people who are probably very humble. They do what they do. They're not looking for any accolades, but they deserve them.
That's
And for
right.
that, you don't have to pat yourself on the back. I'm going to pat you on the back, because a lot of times we don't know how to pat ourselves on the back. I am one of those people. I'm learning, I'm
Yeah.
breaking out, but I am guilty of dimming my shine for others. I don't want anybody to be thinking, oh, she thinks she all of this. I have suffered from that before, and do every now and then now. So for me, this was my opportunity to give back to those who struggle with maybe patting themselves on the back, and maybe they don't, but I see you, and I want others that support me to see you too. So I'm acknowledging them with the Hidden Treasure Awards. This is the first year, and there's some people that I have been in the presence of, whether it was at a conference or an event, or went to school with, or whatever it was. There's youth, there's people who are, you know, wiser than me. There's a gamut of people. There's men, there's women, but
Yeah.
this is my way of saying, even throughout the years of Dove Style Magazine, whether you've been in the magazine, supported the magazine, anything, I see you, and I would like to say thank you. And I'm going to shine the light on you. Whether you can't duck, you can't hide. This is your moment to stand and say, you know, yes, I did this, and this is our moment for the people who support me to give them a hand clap. And as one of the awardees said to me, to give them their flowers, as you mentioned, while they're here, because
Yes.
people are leaving this earth so fast.
That's so true.
And we always wait until they're sick, or there's some drama in the family, or some trauma, and then we want to do these things. I don't want to wait till then. So I decided to celebrate 10 years of Dust Down Magazine. We would present the Hidden Treasure Awards. So I'm excited that we're going to be doing that on December 17th of this year, because Christmas is my favorite time of the year besides my birthday. So it's like, why not celebrate the week before Christmas?
How wow, that's amazing. And the fact that you pick such a, how do we say it, glorious time to do it. It's like this is you're playing Santa Claus
I
to
love
these
it.
people. You're playing Santa Claus. Who gets to play Santa Claus better than Lisa Dove Washington? Right? That's all I can say. I mean, you are one of those. You are a true giver, and that's what makes this even special. When you first started talking about it, and then I started seeing you doing the posting and all the things that you started bringing to the forefront, I'm like, wow, she doesn't realize how many people are going to be blessed by even the thought of what you're doing. And
Mm.
that's what captured me, was the actual thought, the suspense, the surprise of knowing who's the next winner of the Hidden Treasure Award. You know, that what do we see? We see all of the Grammys, we see all of these other glamorous things, and those are good programs too, don't get me wrong. But to know that somebody is truly looking at people that most people don't even know, or don't even know they're doing certain things, and here you are, you bring it to the forefront. It's sort of like the reversal of the power of shut up. You're given the power of speech in a different format, and that is what Lisa Dell Washington does. You
Well, you know what it is when you mention the power shut up. It is it's exactly what the power shut up is. I have chosen to use my voice
That's it.
for something such as this.
That's
So if I have something to say, it's going to celebrate those who are doing some amazing things in their communities. And that's exercising my power shut up. I know when to speak and when to be quiet. And on December 17th, oh, I'm talking. Um,
uh-oh.
I'm talking, but it's amazing, because even some of these people are people that a lot of people know, but they don't know everything that they do. So
That's
they know them for one thing,
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot of other things that they're doing to give back. Not only that, but a lot of my decisions were based on people who genuinely support others too.
Right.
Because
Right.
that matters to me.
Yeah.
I don't want you to support me only because I'm around this person, or there's always some kind of tie. But these are people who just want to see other people win, and I've seen that. And these are just Lisa's eyes. I'm not saying that other people are not out there doing it. As a matter of fact, I think there are a lot of people out there doing it, and they're getting the awards and things like that, which is absolutely amazing. I just want to shine that light a little brighter and a little wider, and suggest that there are even more people out there, because a lot of times we're awarding the same people. And then there are people out there that keep pushing through and they never get acknowledged, or it's never anything big. And some that there are, but I still feel like you deserve it all. And if no one else sees you, I see you. So this is my moment, yes, to play Santa Claus. I'm like, I'm no Oprah, but I am so excited about awarding them, about the surprises. You all know, if you ever watch Luncheon with Lisa, you know I love to do giveaways. I love surprises. And this is another opportunity for me to do just that. It's something that I love to do, which is give back to others. And I'm excited about it. I'm really, really excited about it.
Well, Lisa, I want to take a break, and I want you to get a breather in, because I got some questions about what kind of things did you look for in planning who's going to win the awards. So now we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you and my phenomenal guest, the one and only Lisa Del Washington, has flown in from DC just to be with me on Uncensored Conversation. Sit tight. We'll be right back.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Like it, Lisa. I'm trying to follow you. My mentor said I'm trying to follow in these great footsteps, girl. I tell you. So, Lisa, you're talking about how you are introducing people that people may know on the surface, but they don't know other things that they do and how they help other people shine. I was looking at a couple of of the intros to some of the people that through you I've been able to meet, and I'm like, wow, because there's some things that you have shared about some of these people that I've listened to, and then there's people that, again, being a part of this symposium, that I got to meet some of these people and got to have a little relationship and learn some other things. So I think this is really unique how you've done that. But tell the people out there in the audience, first of all, how, I know you want to let other people shine, but how did you come to the picking of these people? You don't have to go into all of the details. I know there's a lot behind the scenes, but the basics of why some of these people are recipients. And start out by telling the people how they can purchase their tickets, because the reason why we do Uncensored Conversation, one of the reasons why we do Uncensored Conversation, is because I want people to be able to participate in programs and events that inspire and empower and embrace other people. And that's what you do. And let me just put my disclaimer out there. Lisa gonna know what I'm gonna say. I need everybody out there that's watching to buy 5 tickets, or either give 5 tickets to somebody else. I don't care what you got to do. I'm going to shoot this video, tonight's conversation, as many times as I can, because I want Lisa to have the impact of the people that I know that she wants to have. And she didn't ask me to do this, but I'm telling you, Lisa, I'm going to go ahead and purchase a ticket, even though I can't be there.
Oh, thank you, Victoria.
I'm going to do that because you have blessed me in so many different ways. And I want to purchase a ticket. And I don't care if you give it to somebody else, but that's what I want to do for you. So you know, she know how we play with money. I send money to her. She'll be all right. But Lisa, tell the people what went into your thinking of how this is, and tell the people how they can purchase their tickets and all of that good stuff.
So they can purchase their tickets for anybody who is in the DMV area. It's going to be in Waldorf, Maryland, but you can purchase your tickets on Eventbrite. And they're a low price of $25. We have a lower price for children. And of course, 3 and under are free, because this is a family event. Because when we celebrate, we should be including our children and showing them how to celebrate others and be proud of others. So I don't want just adults sitting in a room. I want children. And the reason that I decided to do this and the qualifications were because I'll tell you this. I knew, just paying attention, I'm an observer. I watch people and the things that they do and kind of figure out what I don't want to do, what I do like. And then I come up with Lisa's style of doing it, Dove style. Okay. So I didn't want to just award friends. I didn't want to just award people that I know.
Right.
And that I'm really close to and things like that. I really wanted this to be first criteria, not hard. And believe me, this is only the beginning. There are a lot of people that fell onto my list. It's just they had to break it up. And I probably came way too out the box this time around. But when it comes to giving, I just get really excited about it. But there are a couple of surprises. But the people that I have been advertising out and showing that they are winners, and I'm so excited. You know, I do all kind of little stuff just because I'm so mushy gushy with everything, with my relationships, with my friendships, with everything. And so I sent all of the awardees this invitation in the mail and let them know that they were invited to join, and they were the winners of the first Hidden Treasure Award. So that was the first thing I did. And the way I decided was I tried to choose people for coming out the gate that I saw were humble, that were and these are all my definitions, people that were humble, people who were constantly giving, even when they weren't being asked to. But especially too, when they were being asked, they stepped up to the plate. They didn't have to. I picked people that are on all different levels. Everybody has busy lives. They have things going on. There's other places that they could have been when they were always giving back to their communities and their friends and family, etc. And I learned enough about these people by engaging them, watching them over the years or the last year, and saw that I saw their heart. And I also saw that it wasn't about what I can get from someone else, but it was genuinely, what can I do to help them? Which made me want to help them because they were helping somebody else, because that's how it works. I wanted to choose people who I think people see them, and I can see some of them are already out. Some are already out there exposed to the world, but I still felt like they didn't get the celebrations that they deserve.
Wow.
So not that I'm one who can give them what they actually deserve, but I would like to be in that wagon. I want to be part of the group who celebrated you.
Right.
So that was part of where I chose people too. It's kind of hard to say because I really kind of went with my heart. I went with my gut. And I didn't have a chosen number at first. I think I tried to, but that didn't work.
Wow.
I had a much lower number. And when it really came down to who I wanted to acknowledge, the number just kept growing. And of course, I have some hidden treasures that I have not announced yet that will be awarded that night. because I'm full of surprises anyway. So everybody doesn't know. There are some people that you've seen out there on social media that know and have been notified, but there are a few people who will be there, but they don't know that they too will be chosen as a Hidden Treasure Awards. And I just want this to be a special night all about them. So it's going to be catered.
Wow.
We're going to have Corinthia Cromwell, who is the First Lady of Sax.
Yes.
She played at the Power Shut Up Symposium with her band, and they were absolutely amazing. They
Yes.
will be at the next Power Shut Up that's going to be in person, but she is coming back to perform for us, so it's going to be a major treat. We're having Michelle Bolden Hammond, who's going to sing. She is a new upcoming musician, artist, singer who is doing some amazing things, making some major moves. And all of Hidden Treasure Awards is also about exposing those people who are new to the scene, because we don't lift each other up enough. We always celebrating the veterans. They've been in the game. Pull somebody up that hasn't been out there. And Michelle is doing her thing. She's part of Dove Style Magazine. She's one of our contributing writers. So she to be so this is also celebrating my entire Dove Style Magazine team.
Wow.
I want all of my writers, everybody who's been a part of the executive team or been a part of Dove Style Magazine since 2000. I have some people who have been a part of this since 2012. So you're talking about 10 years that somebody became a part of Dove Style Magazine, and this gives them a byline, but it's not like they get paid. I'm not paying my writers. They believe in what I wanted to do, which in general for Dove Style Magazine is to enlighten, inspire, and empower others. Wow. And so every story, every event, every word within our magazine is for that. And these people who I've chosen represent that as well. That I see them enlightening others, I see them inspiring others, and I see them empowering others to do the same thing. So this is my way of saying I see you and thank you for all you do.
Wow. I know about the magazine. I guess for me, I knew that you are that inspiring person, and you're that one who pushes everybody. And now she's learning to accept being pushed a little bit. Just a little bit. But I think, I guess I was having this conversation earlier before the show, learning what people's true vision and mission of their businesses are is like any other thing that, but when you have that deepness you do, that you're always pushing to inspire other people. I will always go back to my book days when I was having that moment that I didn't want to write anymore. I thought I had just made the worst mistake in my life, even putting something on paper. And you made me feel so. This is not perfect sentence, y'all. Okay, this is not English class, even though Lisa's one of them English people. But you made me feel so empowered. I'm going to use that word. You made me feel empowered to go back and put what I knew and do what I know to do. And if I needed help, to get the help. You were like that doctor in between. You're like that social media literary doctor that says, don't give up, keep moving, do what you got to do, but don't quit. Mm-hmm. And you inspire people on the different levels. A lot of people don't understand, I don't think, that when you're in the social media eye like you are and like I am, there are a lot of times that people take it for granted that we look like we're okay. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we need to be inspired too. We need to be motivated. We need to be pushed to the next level. And for me, that's what you've always done. So when I'm hearing you say 10 years of the magazine, I don't know why I didn't know it was that long, but 10 years in this industry, and here you are bringing another piece of the pie. And not only you're recognizing your magazine, but you're recognizing the people that help you with the magazine, your authors, like you said, the people that contribute to the magazine. You're doing all of these things, and people don't realize that you're busy like 100 times a day. You know what I'm saying? We're both crafters. We do that, but you have these other things. And again, I want to say that you should be a Hidden Award, a Hidden Treasure recipient. I got to call somebody at Dove Magazine and say, hey, can you put the boss on as one of those people too? She's always doing something.
That would be interesting.
You are a true hidden treasure. You really are. I mean, I'm going to say this to you publicly. I know the first time that somebody told me to reach out to you, I was like, who, her? She's a movie star or something, isn't she? And they were like, oh, girl, I gotta reach out to her. She's so laid back. I'm like, oh, let me hit that I am button and see if I can get her to talk to me. And all of a sudden, you're just talking to me like we've known each other forever.
I know. We had a long conversation.
but that's the hidden treasure in you.
I tend to lock people in like that because, I mean, I do. I feel when I feel comfortable with you, there's great conversation because we're all in the same pocket. We got to work together. So I immediately go into how do I connect with this person, and then that's how I move.
And you move just like that. Yes, you do. Well, Lisa, I want to take another quick break because I want to just kind of give you time to take a little breather, if you will. And I want to kind of share some things with the people out there. So we're going to give you a few minutes to take a breather. Guys, if you're out there watching, I'm going to need you to go ahead and get your tickets. I put the information out there. I said, please contact Lisa Dove Washington to get your tickets for Hidden Treasures. If you're watching tonight, the tickets are $25, man. Yes. Buy about 10 tickets. Lisa, I'm upping my game for 23. I might as well start with you. Buy 10 tickets at $25. Come on, y'all.
Hey.
She's going to have live entertainment. She's going to have some food. And
vendors. I have vendors that are going to be there. Yeah, you can get your shop on for the holidays.
Yeah.
It's going to be wonderful.
You can't beat that. Bring your babies too. What you talking about, Lisa? Bring the babies.
Giveaways.
Oh, y'all, she's Santa Claus. And take up your breathers. And we're going to come back and Lisa's going to give us some more information on some of the other wonderful things that Lisa's doing other than the Hidden Treasure Award.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
We're back live with that phenomenal young lady, Lisa Dove Washington. She is the dove flying everywhere. Y'all better watch out now. She got something else up her sleeves. You don't want to miss it. So, Lisa, we got the Hidden Treasure Awards. Okay, you know one of my favorite things is the Power of Shut Up Symposium.
Yes.
Girl, and you said we're going to do it live this year.
It's going to be live this year. I got my confirmation. You already know we do it every April. It's kind of like my birthday party. It's kind of like my own birthday party, but one of the speakers actually reached out to me, and I think he saw me posting about Hidden Treasure Awards and was thinking that it was Power Shut Up, and he called, he inboxed me and said, oh, wait a minute, are you doing the symposium like December? And I was like, no, that's something different. And he was like, okay, because I've been talking about it since last April.
Yes.
And I have people who are wanting, and this person is not in state. And he said, I've been telling people about this and they want to attend. So I said, oh no, we are working on it starting now. We're going to get to the holidays, but come January, we're going to start letting people know how to get in the room. We're going to set up and have a place already locked in. because the Power Shut Up that's my baby.
Girl.
And I just have to keep spreading the word, whether there's one person in the room or not. But Victoria, you have been a speaker on that conference symposium that we're doing, and it has been amazing each time.
Yes, it has.
It's real talk. It's not all of the glitz and the glam, and it's not the production of anything. This whole symposium to me is all about the Power Shut Up. And it's a lot of talking going on.
Yep.
But it's the conversation that we're having that makes it the Power of Shut Up, because the Power Shut Up is not about shutting you down from speaking. It's not about taking your voice from you. It's actually about learning how to use your voice, because ultimately we all want to be heard and understood. And when you start to learn about the Power Shut Up, that's the goal. So you start to, so how I use my voice and how I'm trying to show others to use their voice is to do the things that promote positivity and help others to get to their next level. That's how I'm managing my Power Shut Up. If it's not doing anything positive and it's not, helping others to move forward, then maybe I don't need to be saying it. Maybe I don't need to be speaking it. We just need to check ourselves more on how we speak, not just to others, but we also got into on the Power Shut Up on how we speak to ourselves.
Yes.
So if they missed the Power Shut Up this time around, I don't know what to tell them, Victoria. I
don't know, Lisa. I don't know. Because guess what? I need to order another book.
Okay.
Because, girl, let me tell you. I have been, I've been having these moments where since I've been off of another social media, if you will, I've had this moment where I just been picking back up stuff that has impacted my life. And the Power Shut Up book has always been beside my bed, right? It's okay, Pastor, if you're watching, it's the Bible, and then it's the Power Shut Up. I have another book that from our good friend Sylvia Kuntz, the doses.
Yes.
All of those around me, Kay Clark's book out there. Hey, there's certain material that I read that empower me and makes me strong. So I guess it was probably a couple of weeks before my birthday. Okay, this is a moment, y'all. A couple of weeks before my birthday, I was feeling, people always say that you don't get depressed about your birthday. I'm not a birthday depressed person because I love celebrating, right? But the closer I got to the big 6-0, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I haven't done some things that I really wanted to do yet.
Okay.
And so I'll share with you at a later time which chapter in the book that I literally was holding the book like this, going, dang it, that Lisa, how's she gonna get in my business? And this is a part of what I'm going, because the impact of what you were saying, and I'm gonna summarize it like this. What you were saying in that chapter was, it's okay. You can be, and these are not, if you haven't bought the book, I need you to go out there and buy 5 of those. But I was reading it and I was like, Lisa, but you don't understand. I don't think my voice is being heard, Lisa. I'm talking to the book like I'm talking to you on the phone, right? All of a sudden I kept folding the book back because I don't want to show it here, but I was holding the book back and all of a sudden it went like, and I'm like, wait a minute. What happened? Where did the base of the book go? And the thing is, it's because I have been reading it so much. I've been using it so much as even a part of my declaration is some of the things that you talk about in the book. Mm-hmm. Some of the things that you gave you kind of, I'm going to say you gave techniques to, right? Even when you talked about how you came to even writing the book and about the episode that took you there, right? Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, these people don't understand that there's things that happen to us throughout this process. And we have to have someone like you, someone who's going to come back and say, look, it's okay that your voice can be heard. It's okay for you to not want to be a part of everything, but be a part of what you need to be a part of. It's right. Okay to speak your mind, but speak it in a certain way that is not offensive, that it doesn't hurt somebody else. All of these things are in your book.
Yeah.
I'm giving y'all a little synopsis of it. This is how I read it, Lisa. How about that?
I
So
love it.
I'm reading it, I'm thinking, as you know, because we talk about the Bible as a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Well, God also gives us other tools, right? So
Right.
I'm reading your book and I'm like, there are so many other tools. And I should have put the book over here because I knew I was going to talk about it because I talk about it all the time. But there were so many different pieces in there.
Mm-hmm.
That even the symposium, oh my God, I'm coming just to sit. I don't have to be a speaker this year. I want to come and I mean, I was so engulfed with everything that was going on and the impact that it's had for these last 2 years, how it has really brought some things to the light.
Absolutely.
When I think about, your episode that brought it to the plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking how many other people have had those moments but didn't take it to an advantage where they understood how this is going to make them understand life just a little bit more, right?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so I can't wait for the symposium. So, guys, I'm telling you out there right now, as soon as Lisa puts the symposium tickets out there, go ahead and purchase them. Go look, scoop me up on the way. We'll ride in together, whatever you want to do. But you do not want to miss the third year of this. It was amazing. It was
Absolutely.
Lisa. Oh my God. I have met so many people from being at the symposium by us doing it virtually that I
Yes.
have now called brothers and sisters that I
Yes.
have yet to meet in person, right? But
Yes.
I feel like we have such a bond because of the symposium. It brought us together. It
It
gave us
did.
something to look for. So again, I thank you, my friend, for bringing that to the plate. I can't wait for the next event that you're going to base that on. So Lisa, I want to tell the people a little bit because I know there's some people out there who still don't watch Luncheon with Lisa. What's wrong with them?
No, like they lunching for real.
It is luncheon. I'm telling you, girl. Look, I started working at night, as you know, and so I'd be so mad because I had to put my calls on hold because I'm trying to like sneak in and watch. And I'm like, if they hear this person over here talking, they're like, "Well, who are you talking to?" Because I'll be recorded on my job, right? And I'm like, "Oh, y'all just making me so mad. Can I get off work early on Thursdays just so I can be with Lisa?" And I'm like, you guys are crazy. But Lisa, tell the people about Lunching with Lisa.
Luncheon with Lisa also stemmed from Dove Style Magazine. It started off as maybe a little blog that I was going to do. I was actually doing another radio show, and then I decided to kind of go out on my own and do my own. And I had already named this blog Luncheon with Lisa. So
Wow.
of course my team, who is awesome, was like, "Hey, let's move some things around. You already have what you need right here." And within 24 hours, Luncheon with Lisa, the podcast radio show, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, was set up and ready to go. Didn't miss a
Wow.
beat. That's why I said shout out to my team. They're amazing. And it really is about the same thing Dove Style Magazine is about. I bring on guests. We talk about events. We support products and things that inspire, empower, and enlighten people. I found favorite products from guests coming on the show that I promote. I truly want to see other people win, and I support all kinds. We've had all kinds of guests from all over the place, and we're still growing. I will say that we've learned over the years. We're in our third season. And we come on every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We actually decided to incorporate some self-care into our show because I'm one of those people who felt like I got to come on. I got to be there. So I've been on when I was sick, not feeling well, all those kind of things. But last July, we decided we took a break and really kind of regrouped. And it was a great thing.
Right.
And instead of talking about it, I decided we were going to be about it. So Luncheon with Lisa is going to have breaks within the year. So we're going to be breaking after the third week of December. We're going to break for the rest of December for the holidays to give my team a chance to love on their families, be with them. I'm not bothering them and asking them for nothing. And we will come back in February because I think it's important that not only I take a break and have several seats, but they have several seats and not hear me asking, can you do this? Can you do that? I don't even want to call them on the weekends. So there's certain things that I've literally put in place for the show and for everything that's going on in my life so that I too can have those moments to not just, I want to be in my moments. And I noticed that with all the things I have going on, I was missing those moments. So, and worried about, and I joke about this, but I used to joke about people posting pictures of food and stuff like that until one day I said, that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's not going to have anything to do with business. It's not going to have anything to with promoting people. I'm just going to post a drink if it was good. If I had a really good iced tea, I'm going to post it. If I had a really good meal, I will post my crabs in a minute.
Girl, yes.
And just enjoy my family, my moments, my time with my husband, the kids. And that's exactly what I do. So we only have 3 more shows that are coming. And when I tell you for December, I want everybody, if you can, to tune in to Lunch with Lisa because these shows are going to be absolutely powerful. We have a returning guest who actually was a new guest not but a couple of weeks ago. She's coming back, but we're going to do our first time doing a book sort of reading as one of our shows. So we're going to have not only her as the author, new author, we're going to have a couple of, she did a book signing with several of her neighbors, and we're going to bring them onto the show, and we're going to discuss the book.
That's so amazing.
So virtual thing. This will be the first time we've done this, but the book is absolutely amazing. It's about history. It's about Black women who have been a part of some amazing things in this world, and they're kind of been hidden. So it connects with the Hidden Treasure Awards kind of thing. But Donna Marshall is coming back, and then she actually shared with me another guest, a young lady who is showing an amazing amount of strength in what she's dealing with in her life, and she's wanting to share that. So this young lady is coming on the show to talk about her journey. And there's another man who's coming on to tell a story about something. It's a testimony that's happened in his life on the 15th that will actually, well, what I'll say is these particular shows for the month of December are in an effort to allow others to bear witness to the fact that God is here. He is at work there, and what they're doing is going to show you that if you don't know, after these shows you should know that not only is he here, he's here for you. And this is my moment to try to get you to understand who God is and who he should be in your life. And these stories and these guests are going to give you some insight on what I'm really excited about these 3. I think it's a perfect way to go into Christmas. And these are going to be especially touching. So I'm really pushing everybody to please tune in and check these guests out, because it's going to be heart-wrenching at times, but it's going to inspire, enlighten, and empower you on a whole nother level to take out this 2022 with Luncheon with Lisa. So I'm excited about it. I really am.
Well, I can't wait to watch, because look, I'm gonna have to just get in trouble and sneak on in there and catch my girl. I know you can always look, guys, if y'all not aware of how social media work, because Lisa taught me these good things. You can always catch a replay. That's great. I want you to catch the replay. I want you to always share, care, and like. I know we say that as a cliche, but I promise you, if you've never watched one of Lisa's shows, one of Luncheon with Lisa's, you need to go ahead and watch, because she is what is inspired. It's inspired, and I don't know if she knows this. She is what inspired me to do Uncensored Conversation.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, see, girl, I told you was a hidden treasure.
No, you were already doing things like that.
But I wasn't doing the true podcast. I was doing my morning lives.
I didn't know that.
But I never had done a podcast.
I did not know that.
The thought when I started watching you, could say, y'all, so this is what you call collaboration, right? Y'all don't know nothing about collaboration. Talk to me, Lisa, because we got you. But when I thought about how empowering it was to see you, and it was you, and there was another person at that time. I'm gonna leave it that way. I'm gonna leave it that way because you know who I'm talking about. That I thought this was really neat to have a talk show where you could talk about things that impact you, but also bring other people. And so, and I didn't realize that you had just started the Lunch and Lisa show. Because see, this is my third year too, remember?
That's right.
See, I thought I started later on, and you were one of the first guests, along with some other folks. You guys were the first folks that ever came on Uncensored Conversation.
I did not realize that.
But Lisa, you're one of the reasons why I thought about the talk show, because I wanted to be able to talk about things that I liked, but I wanted to bring other people that I knew that other people didn't know. People didn't know that I knew Lisa Washington, and I wanted Lisa Washington to come on my show to talk about all the wonderful things that you do. So you're one of the reasons why I started Uncensored.
I did not know that. You're right. I did not realize that. I thought you've been in the game for a while. So, oh my goodness.
I have been doing the lives. I've been doing Elevated Not Tolerated coaching and motivational services, the morning lives, but I hadn't really thought about the podcasting part of it. Because I would bring, when I did the Coaches on Parade, I would bring the coaches on who were going to be on a part of the event, but they would be like little blurbs. They wouldn't be like a true talk show.
Right.
And so I was talking to somebody and I was like, I don't believe in scripts. I know, because I like to talk. I like the energy to flow. Right.
Organic,
and so you inspired that, because I watched you. And I'm like, that is so neat. It's got to be an uncensored moment for me, because it was uncensored for me. So you and this other person out there that, you and I know, I watched his show. I was on his show and it was cool. I don't think there's anywhere out there that says you can only have 2 talk shows or 1 talk show. I think as many people that can connect, like you and I do. We over the years, I've been on your show. You've been on, you're a regular here on Uncensored. But it's like as many times as many other people that we can connect with, that gets the word out there about all of these amazing things that some people will never know.
Absolutely.
We talk about this all the time, that there's people that you can reach that I will never reach, and vice versa. So if we put our heads together and all of the podcasters across the globe get together and share each other, how many other people are going to be empowered and embraced and inspired by what is happening? You have this flair that you can bring out some stuff to people. I have my own thing. I think about Donnie. Donnie got the best. That's my boy.
Yes, Donnie.
Right there. I think about his program. I think about look, it's so many out there that I'm associated with. I think about that, but all of us have unique design for what we do and how we bring out what we bring out and who our guests are and why we have them.
And still can do it together and like you said, collaborate. There's no competition. We can all win doing some of the same things, because nobody does it like you do it. Nobody does it like I do it. Nobody does it like Donnie does it. Nobody does it like Dr. Tanoa does it. And they're all good shows and good information, and it all has a little tweak that's different for each one, and we all support each other. That's the other part of it.
That's true.
Being able to support someone else.
That's true.
Okay, just support somebody else.
Do something for somebody else other than your own self. I mean, come on, guys. This is the real world.
Absolutely.
If we don't support each other, who's going to support us, right?
Absolutely.
We need to keep on that beat right there. And it's funny because Dr. Tony is going to be on the show in December for me. Yeah, we were supposed to be on last week. She and I both, we had some issues, but I said, I'm gonna shift you. She said, yeah, shift me. And so, people like that. Michelle B. Ham is coming next week.
Yes, Michelle. Awesome.
It's like, we all have this energy of wanting to help. And that's the thing. We're all wanting to help and empower and inspire each other people. And my thing is, I want to elevate everybody to the next level. Don't be tolerated by any of this shenanigans of the world. Just do the best that you can do and be helpful to each other. Lisa, you've helped me so much with understanding the publishing industry that I didn't know. I can't tell you how priceless that is to me, to know that, hey, Lisa Washington is out there and she's a real publisher who believes in helping people do the right thing in that industry. I'm not going to say that there's not somebody else out there, but right. I know that if I say I refer Lisa, look, if you got a book, you need somebody, a true publisher is going to do the best. Girl, hit my girl Lisa Washington, she got you. I can say that with energy. I can say that with that. I see, I'm getting excited. I can say that with knowing that they're going to get the best service, right? And at the same token, we rotate into so many different arenas. Mm-hmm. And going back to the hidden treasures, there's so many other hidden treasures out there. I got to call your team. Look, Lisa Washington's team, please put her as a recipient of the Hidden Treasure Award. Please. I'll make the trophy, whatever you need.
That would be so, wow, that would be so interesting.
But you are. Yeah, but you are.
I just felt like, you know what, and the hardest part was coming up with the name for it, because I kept saying, what do I call it? Because, some people would call it, I was on team. I'm always on the team for the underdog. And I was like, I don't want to name it something like that. And I was always, the outsiders, or, because I always felt like I was a little different, kind of odd out, because we always see ourselves differently than other people do. But I kept trying to figure out. And then I thought about, well, no, we are treasures. Everybody is their own treasure. We're a gem. We're all in the same pool, but we're all a gem in our own way. If you notice, every diamond sparkles a little different. Hey. Everybody's different. But I felt like I wanted to go on a treasure hunt. And if you're going to go searching for things, why not find some treasures? We spend so much time finding dirt and drama and commotion and, running into kerfuffles. That's a word I've always wanted to use. That's one of my words. But we never go on a search for what's good, for positivity. So let's go find us some hidden treasures. So on December 17th, I decided that day I want to discover some hidden treasures. And I want to expose them. I'm lifting the hood off of the treasure chest, and I'm going to let them shine. And I'm going to help them to expose that wealth of knowledge and even just their energy to other people. Because the only way we can get to supporting each other is to share that good energy. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, true. You got to share positive to get positive, because some people don't know what it looks like. So why not show them? Right. These are people who are doing some amazing things. Maybe you didn't know all the things they do, but check it out. Even this is what that person does. But did you know that they do this, and they do this? And I want to see that wow on people's faces. I wanted people to feel like, I didn't know that. Wow. Right. Let me connect with them. And just like you said about the Power Shut Up, I love to see people connect. Yes. And it makes my heart happy after the Power Shut Up Symposium that all of you all were connecting, going on each other's shows.
You brought it there.
And it had nothing to do with it is everybody made their own friendships and moved. And that's how it's supposed to work.
That's right.
That's how it's supposed to work, in my eyes anyway.
And that's the thing. You didn't have you ever been, and me and Lisa can talk for hours, y'all. Y'all just don't mind us. Don't pay attention to. But listen, it's like, have you ever had this moment where you felt like, I got to get permission to talk to somebody? You never gave us that. You was like, this is such and such. Dr. D, I can't never say his name. My boy, he my boy too. He know what I'm talking about. But look, this is that. You never say, oh, you can't talk to him. You didn't say you can't talk to Donnie. You brought us together. Like, you brought family that didn't know we had family at that family reunion. That's what it was like. It was like the symposium to me is the family reunion of all times. It's like you meeting your brother, your sister, your cousin that you never knew you had. And that's what makes this so much fun. This is why I don't understand the backslashing of people. I don't get that.
Right.
Because when you bringing people together that have like minds, and we're going to talk to Michelle Hammond next week, and Kay Clark's out there watching, the mindset of bringing people together.
Yes.
That have that energy that want to help other people. That is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
We're divine connectors. If we can connect other people, and they connect other people, and they connect other people, oh my God, we have created this force of energy that's going to make other people understand how important you are to us. Yep. And what's wrong with that? You brought us together, and like you said, it's like we took off and we all started being friends. It was like
absolutely.
It was like Donnie was on my domestic violence conference. I mean,
I love it.
We started just reaching out, like, hey, I enjoy being with you, and hey, we're calling each other brother and sister, and the funny thing is, I have not met any of you all in person.
That's the funny thing.
None of you guys. But this is the thing. I have more of a relationship with you guys than I have with my sister well, not my sister, because my sister is always going to be my sister. But and if she's watching, she's going to be talking. You said Lisa.
Right.
Vanessa, I love you. But you're closer to me than some people that I've known for 20 and 30 years.
Right.
Which is weird, because we've embraced so much over the airways. Yes. When I was sick last year, you guys called and y'all checked on me. And it's like, we have such a connection. And I'm not going to cry. I promise I'm not. We have such a connection that I don't think there's any force out there that's going to break us up. You know what I mean? Because the pure hearts that we have is what keeps us connected. Guys, this is Lisa Washington right here. This chick right here is absolutely freaking amazing. She is one of the most phenomenal women that I have ever met. And all of this started during the pandemic.
It sure
That's
did.
how I met this young lady. And you have become a part of my family. I mean, you're like, my kids know you and they've never seen you. Where you know her from? How you meet her?
The family, the kids, everything. The only thing that hasn't happened is that we met in person. And that just goes to show you that there's no rule or rhyme to how it's done. When you connect with people, you just connect with people.
Because guess what? Lisa Washington is her own hidden treasure.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, so girl, you know what? You met I'm coming out there to get them lobsters and
oh, you gonna come? We gonna get you here. We gonna get you. If not before the Power Shut Up Symposium, but you will be here. So that's gonna happen. That part's gonna happen.
I'm coming. I'm gonna be like, Lisa, I'm here. And look, I don't drive over them bridges and things y'all got. So I'm gonna have to hire somebody to bring me over the bridge. But I am coming because I want to be in the physical presence of what God is doing for you. You have been someone that I know I can pick up the phone, I can text. I am, and it may be a couple of days later because that's how you and I work. But you'll send me a message, hey, I'm gonna call you back in a couple of days. Look, I'm gonna call you back, and we know we're gonna do that, right? And we don't get mad about that. We just expect honesty and true communication, and I think that's the greatest hidden treasure in the world is that pure connection that we have.
Absolutely.
I am so excited. I just want to say thank you for being on the show tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me on here.
You know what? I got to bring you back because I want to know what happened after the hidden treasure.
Absolutely.
I got to bring you back because I'll be watching. I'll be like, Lisa, what happened, girl? So guys,
I'm planning for it to be a wonderful night to remember.
I believe it. It's gonna be. I got this envision of Alice in Wonderland. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? Just like, woo, I don't know. I might have to see if I can't sneak up there anyway. But I am going to be purchasing a ticket because, like I said, even if I can't be there, I'm going to purchase a ticket because I believe and support you and your endeavors. So, guys, if you're out there watching us tonight, I need you to go out there and connect yourself with Lisa Dove Washington, Dove Magazine, Hidden Treasure Awards, the Power Shut Up, the Legend with Lisa Show, the new Dove Incorporated, the help. Hey, look, she does amazing reefs too, y'all. I'm telling you, does create. She is this chick is creative. That's all she is. And she's a big creation all by herself. And she is my true hidden treasure. And I appreciate you so much, Lisa. Get y'all's tickets. I need you to get 5 tickets for Hidden Treasures. Go ahead and bump it up to 10. Get 10, get 10, get 15, get 20. It's only $25, y'all.
That's
and it's
right.
Gonna be somebody else. Then go ahead and get you the Power Shut Up, just so that way you'll understand what it's like after you found a hidden treasure, how you can speak your own truth.
Absolutely.
Through your silence. Hey, come on, y'all. And
Connect
then watch the Lunch and Lisa show and get even more motivated every Thursday night.
And when you come on Tune In December, you will have the opportunity to possibly win a ticket to the, if you're in town, to win a ticket to the Hidden Treasure Awards. We want you there. We want you to celebrate. And this is only the beginning. And to those who have already purchased a ticket or they're sponsoring or have reached out to me, thank you so much for believing in these hidden gems as well.
Girl, you the bomb. That's all I got to say. Lisa, it is always a pleasure to have you with me.
Thank you.
Girl, you know, we just got to do this. But I know you got a hot date rolling.
Yes, we're roller skating tonight.
Yeah, girl. So you got, when I come up there, you got to teach me how to do that too.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. I appreciate you from the deepest of my heart. Next week, come on and be with us. So my guest is going to be the phenomenal Michelle B. Hammond is going to be in the house. You might even get a taste of one of her new songs that she's got out there.
And Michelle is performing at the Hidden Treasure Awards.
See, there you go. You get a chance to purchase your ticket and see one of the people that's performing. You can't beat that. Join us next week right here on Uncensored Conversation with your girl, Miss Victoria Holland, and all of the people that's right behind the scenes, because we want you to be elevated and not tolerated. We'll see you next time. Lisa, thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you from the highest, my friend. Love you. Tell my husband I said, hey, what's up?
I sure will.
All right. See you next time, Lisa. Bye, everybody. Well, I'm back. How about that? I decided I want to come back, y'all. I'm playing. I'm just playing. Don't play.